हाय एवरीवन एंड वेलकम टू जीके स्टडी। ये हमारा सेकेंड वीडियो है। लास्ट वीडियो में हमने पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस तक पढ़ा था, तो इस वीडियो में हम फिर से शुरू करेंगे क्लास 10 चैप्टर नंबर 12 इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का पार्ट 2। इसमें हम क्या पढ़ेंगे, इसमें जो टॉपिक्स कवर हो रहे हैं वो है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, then how to get a continuous flow of current and direction of electric current. These three topics are included in this. Okay, electric current, how to get a continuous flow of current and direction of electric current. So let's see next. So we will come to electric current. Okay, so before starting the topic electric current, I would like to tell you that please watch the full video to understand the concepts clearly. Okay, वीडियो को पूरा देखिए ताकि कंसेप्ट्स अच्छे से समझ में आए, कोई डाउट ना रहे। चलिए अब देखिए इधर। When two charged bodies at different electric potentials are connected by a metal wire, the electric charges will flow from the body at higher potential to the one at lower potential till they both acquire the same potential. Means जब दो चार्ज बॉडीज डिफरेंट इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल्स पे कनेक्ट करते हैं हम उनको एक मेटल वायर से, तो जो इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस होते हैं दे विल फ्लो फ्रॉम द बॉडी एट हायर पोटेंशियल टू द वन एट लोअर पोटेंशियल। मतलब तब तक फ्लो करते रहेंगे जब तक उनका पोटेंशियल सेम नहीं हो जाता। दिस फ्लो ऑफ चार्जेस इन द मेटल वायर कॉन्स्टिट्यूट्स एन इलेक्ट्रिक करंट एंड दिस और ये जो चार्जेस का फ्लो हो रहा है मेटल वायर में, ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूट करता है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट को। It is the potential difference between the ends of the wire which makes the electric charges or current to flow in the wire. और ये क्या है, ये पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस है वायर के एंड्स का, जो इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस को यानी इलेक्ट्रिक करंट को वायर में फ्लो करता है। ठीक है, देखो, द इलेक्ट्रिक करंट इज अ फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन अ कंडक्टर सच एज द मेटल वायर। ओके, जो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट है वो क्या है, वो फ्लो है इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस का जिसको हम इलेक्ट्रॉन्स कहते हैं एक कंडक्टर के अंदर, जैसे कि हमारा मेटल वायर हो गया। नाउ वी नाउ नो दैट द इलेक्ट्रिक चार्जेस होस फ्लो in a metal wire constitutes electric current are the negative charges called electrons. Keeping this in mind, we can now define electric current as follows. Okay, the electric current is a flow of electric charges called electrons in a conductor such as the metal wire. Okay, the magnitude of electric current in a conductor is the amount of electric charge passing through a given point of the conductor in 1 second. जो मैग्नीट्यूड होता है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट का एक कंडक्टर के अंदर, वो क्या होता है, इट इज़ द अमाउंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक चार्ज जो पास होता है एक गिवन पॉइंट से कंडक्टर के 1 सेकेंड में। ओके, सो व्हाट इज मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट? The magnitude of electric current in a conductor is the amount of electric charge passing through a given point of the conductor in 1 second. If a charge of q coulombs flows through a conductor in time t seconds, okay, अगर एक चार्ज है q coulombs का कंडक्टर में फ्लो कर रहा है, टाइम है t सेकेंड्स, तो जो मैग्नीट्यूड होगा यानी I होगा इलेक्ट्रिक करंट का फ्लोइंग थ्रू इट इज़ गिवन बाई, ये हमारा करंट का फॉर्मूला है। क्या है, I इज इक्वल टू Q अपॉन T। ओके, ये हमारा फॉर्मूला है। ओके, देन जो SI यूनिट होती है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की वो होती है एम्पियर, विच इज़ डिनोटेड बाय द कैपिटल लेटर A. नाउ इफ वी पुट Q इज इक्वल्स टू 1 कोलम्ब and time t is equals to 1 second in the formula I is equals to Q upon T, then current I becomes 1 ampere. Okay, अगर हम Q को 1 कोलम्ब करते हैं और टाइम T को 1 सेकेंड कहते हैं और हम इसको I इज इक्वल्स टू Q अपॉन T फार्मूला में पुट करते हैं, जो हमारा, तो फिर क्या होगा, जो हमारा करंट I होगा वो 1 एम्पियर बन जाएगा। दिस इज़ द डेफिनेशन of ampere when 1 coulomb of charge flows through any cross section of a conductor in 1 second. The electric current flowing through it is said to be 1 ampere. When 1 coulomb of charge means जब एक coulomb of charge flow करता है किसी कंडक्टर के क्रॉस सेक्शन में 1 सेकेंड के अंदर, तो जो इलेक्ट्रिक करंट उसमें फ़्लो कर रहा होता है उसे हम 1 एम्पियर कहते हैं. ओके, अब जो 1 एम्पियर होगा वो क्या होगा? 1 एम्पियर इज इक्वल्स टू 1 कोलैम्ब अपॉन 1 सेकेंड, यानी 1 एम्पियर 1 इज इक्वल्स टू 1 C अपॉन 1 S. Sometimes however a smaller unit of current called milliampere, right now I think do you have any doubt till here? No. I'll repeat this thing कि जब हमने कहा था कि जो SI यूनिट है इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की वो एम्पियर है, जिसको हम कैपिटल लेटर A से डिनोट कर सकते हैं. सो बाय दिस वी कैन यूज़ द अबव फॉर्मूला. व्हाट फॉर्मूला? I इज इक्वल्स टू Q अपॉन T to obtain the definition of the unit of current called ampere, and we have obtained it like this. Now see, sometimes however a smaller unit of current called milliampere is also used, which is denoted by mA, and sometimes a smaller unit of current named milliampere is used, and it is denoted by the small letter m and the capital letter A. See here, 1 milliampere is equals to 1 upon 1000 ampere. 1 mA is equals to 1 upon 1000 A. 1 mA is equals to 10 raised to the power of minus 3 A. Thus, the small quantities of current are expressed in the small unit of milliampere, mA. 1 mA is equals to 10 raised to the power of minus 3 A. Means the small quantities of current are expressed in milliampere. It is written by the small letter A and the capital small letter M and the capital letter A. And 1 milliampere is equals to 10 raised to the power of minus 3 ampere. Okay. The very small quantities of current are expressed in a still smaller unit of current called microampere. Unified is equals to 10 raised to the power of minus 6 ampere. Okay, see here. जो स्मॉल क्वांटिटीज़ होती हैं करंट के उसको हम एक्सप्रेस करते हैं और स्मॉलर यूनिट में. वो कौन सी है? माइक्रो एम्पियर. 10 raised to the power of minus 6 A. Now current is measured by an instrument called ammeter. This is the figure of the ammeter. You can see here. This is the figure of an ammeter. Okay. The ammeter is always connected in series with the circuit in which the current is to be measured. Okay. Now for example, if we say that if we want to find out the current flowing through a conductor BC such as the resistance wire, then we should connect the ammeter A in series with the conductor BC. Okay. Means if we take an example that if we want to find out the current which is flowing through a conductor BC like a resistance wire, then we should connect the ammeter which is denoted by A in series with the conductor BC. So you can see here in the figure. Okay, an ammeter connected in series. See here, an ammeter connected in series with a conductor BC to measure the current passing through it. Okay, here we have connected an ammeter and the current is passing through it. Okay, and this is a conductor BC. Now see here, since the entire current passes through the ammeter, therefore an ammeter should have very low resistance. And okay, since the entire current passes through the ammeter, therefore an ammeter should have very low resistance so that it may not change the value of the current flowing in the circuit. Means the entire circuit passes through the ammeter. Okay, since the entire current passes through the ammeter, so therefore we can say that an ammeter have very low resistance. Why? Because it may not change the value of the current flowing through in the circuit. Now we will come to another topic, which is how to get a continuous flow of electric current. Okay, how to get a continuous flow of electric current. Now see here. The simplest way to maintain a potential difference between the two ends of a conductor so as to get a continuous flow of current is to connect the conductor between the terminals of a cell or a battery. मतलब क्या हुआ? Means the simplest way to maintain a potential difference between the ends of a conductor, means if a conductor is BC, means the two ends of a conductor means the end B and the end C. So to get a continuous flow of current and to connect the conductor between the terminals of a cell or a battery. Due to the chemical reactions going on inside the cell or battery, a potential difference is maintained between its terminals. Okay, now the chemical reactions are going inside the cell, or we can say in the battery. So a potential difference is to be measured in the cell or in the battery. And this potential difference drives the current in a circuit in which the cell or battery is connected. Means the potential difference drives the current in the circuit. Okay, for example, we can say that a single dry cell has a potential difference of 1.5 volts between its two terminals, positive terminal and negative terminal. Means here we can take an example that a single dry cell has a potential difference PD of 1.5 volts. Okay, between its two terminals. Okay, what are the two terminals? Positive terminal and negative terminal. Okay, so when a dry cell is connected to a torch bulb through copper connected wires, then its potential difference causes the electric current to flow through the copper wires and the bulb, due to which the bulb lights up. Okay, what do you mean by that? When a dry cell is connected to a torch bulb, okay, through copper connecting wires, means through copper wires which are connected to the dry cell, then their PD, potential difference, it causes the electric current to flow through it, and the bulb helps to light up, or we can say due to which the bulb lights up. You can see here in the figure, this is the figure you can see here. See, okay, the potential difference between the two terminals of the cell causes electric current to flow through copper wires and the bulb. Okay, in order to maintain current in the external circuit, the cell is to expend the chemical energy which is stored in it. Means if we want to maintain current in the outside portion of the circuit, or we can say in the external circuit, the cell is to expend, okay, to increase its chemical energy which is stored in it. Please note that the torch bulb used in the electric circuit shown in figure is actually a kind of conductor. You can see that the torch bulb here, okay, which is stored, okay, you can see that the torch bulb used in the circuit which is shown here is actually a kind of conductor. Now we can also call it a resistor, and it is clear from the above discussion that we have done that a common source of potential difference or voltage is a cell or a battery. It can make the current flow in a circuit. Now we will come to another topic, which is direction of electric current. Okay, when electricity was invented a long time back, it was known that there are two types of charges, positive charges and negative charges, but the electron has not been discovered at that time. Means when electricity was invented a long time back, it was known that there are two types of charges. We all know that there are two types of charges, and what are those? Positive charges and negative charges. But on that time when the charges were discovered, the electrons are not being discovered on that time. So electric current was considered to be a flow of positive charges, and the direction of flow of positive charges was taken to be the direction of electric current. Means what was happening? That electric current was considered to be a flow of positive charges. Means electric current means flow of positive charges and the direction, means in which the direction of positive charges are flowing was taken to be the direction of electric current. So thus the conventional direction of electric current is from positive terminal of a cell or battery to the negative terminal through the outer circuit. Okay, means the conventional direction, means the direction of electric current is from the positive terminal to the negative terminal through the outer portion of the circuit, means through the outer circuit. So in our circuit diagrams, we put the arrows on the connecting wires pointing from the positive terminal of the cell towards the negative terminal of the cell to show the direction of conventional circuit. Okay, means you can see here that in the circuit diagrams we have put the arrows. See, here we have put an arrow and here we have put an arrow. Okay, we have put arrows on the connecting wires which are pointing from the positive terminal towards the negative terminal to show the direction of current, or we can say to show the direction of circuit, of conventional circuit. The actual flow of electrons which constitute the current is, however, from a negative terminal to positive terminal of a cell, which is opposite to the direction of conventional circuit. Means the actual, means we have taken, जो हमने लिया था पहले वो क्या था, वो कन्वेंशनल डायरेक्शन थी, एंड द एक्चुअल फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विच कॉन्स्टिट्यूट द करंट इज फ्रॉम द नेगेटिव टू द पॉजिटिव ऑफ अ सेल विच इज़ अपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ कन्वेंशनल सर्किट. मतलब कि हम बोलते हैं कि चार्जेस कैसे फ्लो करते हैं, पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव, लेकिन हकीकत में वो कैसे ट्रैवल करते हैं, वो नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव ट्रैवल करते हैं. हम मार्क करते हैं चार्जेस को पॉजिटिव से, इधर देखो आप, हमने चार्जेस को मार्क कर रखा है, पॉजिटिव से जा रहे हैं नेगेटिव तक, लेकिन एक्चुअली में चार्जेस कैसे फ्लो करते हैं, चार्जेस नेगेटिव से फ्लो करते हैं. ओके, द एक्चुअल फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विच कॉन्स्टिट्यूट द करंट इज हाउएवर from negative terminal to positive terminal of a cell which is opposite to the direction of conventional circuit. Okay, so thank you everyone, thank you for watching the video till the end. If you have any doubts till here, you can ask me on the comment side, or you can give me your personal number. I can contact you and I can help you to resolve your doubts. So if you enjoy the video, please like it, subscribe it, share it and press the bell icon. Okay, so thank you everyone, have a nice day and year. So bye bye.